Wednesday, July 16th, I attended the Toy Insider Sweet Sweet 2025 for toy influencers. Hi everybody, I am here at Sweet Sweet 2025 and I am so excited to tell you that I was invited by the Toy Insider to take a look at all of the latest toys that are coming later this year. Let's take a look. So this is the second time that I have attended Sweet Sweet, and it was really cool to walk in this year and get to write my name on a giant poster board. Every year, the Toy Insider hosts a very cool event for toy influencers to see the latest and greatest in the toy industry. Since this is the 16th year of Sweet Sweet, there was a lot of nostalgia from the early 2000s. That I expected. What I did not expect to see, however, was the Tamagotchi Paradise. Imagine my complete shock when I saw a giant arch that said Tamagotchi Paradise with the new Tamagotchi Paradise characters surrounding the top. Full disclosure, I had absolutely no idea that this was going to be at Sweet Sweet this year, so I was shocked. And before I could even process what I was looking at, Mamechi appeared, and I was so excited that I was shaking. The look on my face is real. This was my genuine reaction. You guys, I had no idea that the Tamagotchi Paradise was one of the featured products this year, and that's when Rebecca, one of the Tamagotchi US reps, came over and showed me the Tamagotchi Paradise for the very first time. And so she then guided me over to the actual Tamagotchi Paradise booth. And so today I actually get to show you guys the Tamagotchi Paradise and the booth that was featured at Sweet Sweet this year. This year's booth at Sweet Sweet was completely dedicated to the Tamagotchi Paradise. There were demo units, instructions, a video, and also super exciting, they had the Tamagotchi Paradise stickers. Similarly to the Tamagotchi Uni, these stickers can be used with the Tamagotchi Paradise, which, speaking of, I finally got to see in person for the very first time. I have waited months to get my hands on a Tamagotchi Paradise to try, so let's talk a little bit about gameplay. The footage you're seeing right now is of my very first time playing with a Tamagotchi Paradise. This Tamagotchi Paradise actually belongs to Tara Beatty, who let me play with it for a few minutes. I know many North American fans who are still waiting for the release are trying to avoid spoilers, so I won't get too in-depth. So for the purpose of this video, I will keep gameplay to a minimum. For those who already have their Tamagotchi Paradise, enter these codes to see what happens. So the Tamagotchi Paradise is completely different from other Tamagotchis that we've had before. Instead of raising one Tamagotchi character in a household, you're actually raising an entire planet now. In order to develop your very own Tamagotchi Paradise, you will have 3 fields to choose from, and the various physical shell designs determine which field that you begin with. Tara Beatty had asked me which one of the shell designs I liked the most, and honestly, I couldn't think of one answer. To everyone watching this video, please let me know down below which one of the shells you think fits me the best. On the table was a pink land demo unit, and I got to try it out. So the goal of the Tamagotchi Paradise is that you are a Tamagotchi biologist, or I guess a lab researcher, and you get to see your Tamagotchi on a molecular level in ways that we've never seen before. On the top right of the Tamagotchi Paradise is a small dial that you can use to zoom in and out like you're looking at your Tamagotchi under a microscope. Unlike other Tamagotchi devices that we've seen recently, such as the Tamagotchi Connection or Tamagotchi Uni, the Tamagotchi Paradise connects through a physical mechanism on the top. Tara actually provided me with a quick demo of what will happen when 2 Tamagotchi Paradise devices connect and the characters aren't friends. So not only do these Tamagotchi devices connect similarly to the Ozuchi and Mezuchi from the 90s, but there are actually completely different things that can happen when you connect. And also, another feature of the Tamagotchi Paradise is that you can actually breed characters together to create new characters. As I'm sure you can imagine, the Tamagotchi Paradise booth got very busy, so I decided to take a look at some other booths. There were so many cool toys at Sweet Sweet this year. I was really impressed. In case you've never attended a Toy Insider toy preview before, they are basically events where you as a content creator or as a media representative can visit various booths and take a look at new toys. As one example, I was shown the new Clic Keeyz toy, which should release later this summer. I absolutely loved these, and I think you guys will too, so I'll show them to you. If you're someone that has fidgeting habits like I do, they're essentially keycaps that are made to be fidgeted with. There are a ton of different characters to collect, and you can display them in such cute ways. I heard that they'll be at Five Below later this month. After I left the Clic Keeyz booth, I took a little bit more of a look around, and that's when I spotted the Pokémon Company International's booth. They had a large tapestry with a Mega Venusaur on it, so it was a little bit hard to miss. At the Pokémon Pokemon Company's booth, I got to preview some really cool Pokemon Legends CA plushies that are releasing later this year on Pokemon Center. In addition to plushies, pins, and backpacks, I also got to take a look at some Pokemon TCG. To celebrate the upcoming launch of their Mega Evolutions TCG set, we were measuring ourselves against a Mega Venusaur. And then we got to take a look at the set itself, or at least a little bit of the set. I was fortunate enough to preview quite a bit of the Pokemon Mega Evolutions TCG set, including the Elite Trainer box and the various booster bundles. I really think you guys are gonna love these. Moments later, I found myself getting my face painted by Silly Cheeks. So to celebrate the launch of Tamagotchi Paradise, Tamagotchi US set up a face painting stand, and it was so much fun! Once there were spots available, Alcremie Sunday Poke Trainer Juju, Aaron, and I all got our faces painted to look like the Tamagotchi characters from the Paradise. And after that, I continued exploring. At the back, I was able to find the Energizer Bunny, and then they also gave me samples of batteries, which will be great for when the Paradise comes out. I also found these really cool Winx Club dolls. I was only 6 years old when the show first released in the early 2000s, so I'm really happy to see that kids these days will get to see it too. I also saw previews of Littlest Pet Shop, as well as many other really cool toys. I was also very surprised to see that there is now an Easy Bake Oven that is a lot safer than the old one used to be, as well as all new For Real friends. It really feels like I'm back in my childhood again. There are actually quite a few virtual pets that are coming to retailers this year, but I have to shed light on the fact that Aqua Pets are making a comeback. I don't know about you guys, but I loved Aqua Pets when I was growing up, and it is so great to see them once again. There are still quite a few virtual pet collectors that love them, as well as a few virtual pet collectors who love Furby. This is DJ Furby, not Long Furby, I did ask, and it sings, dances, and lights up. And something that I took mental note of was how soft it is. I was not expecting Furby to be this soft, but it's really soft. This was also a really great sweet if you were into video games, and this is because Nintendo was there with their new Switch 2. Every time I see Nintendo at any of these toy events that I go to, I usually spend as much time there as I can because it's just such a cool company. This year they had several different games on display, and not just digital ones, but physical ones as well. Luckily for me, I already have a Nintendo Switch 2 at home, so I didn't want to hog the consoles from people who hadn't played yet. By this point, the crowds had died down a little bit, so I went to go check out the Tamagotchi Paradise booth one more time. So we are currently in a new era of Tamagotchi, and it is a really interesting space to be in. As I mentioned earlier, it is already released in other parts of the world, and here in North America, it's coming out in just a few weeks. To any Tamagotchi collectors here in the US who are planning on getting a Tamagotchi Paradise on August 1st, make sure to check out Walmart, Macy's, and Barnes & Noble. Additionally, there will be Lab Tamas in over 60 different stores across the United States very soon. So make sure to keep an eye out for those because they can interact with your Tamagotchi Paradise and you can get exclusive content that you can't normally get. I am really looking forward to trying the Tamagotchi Paradise when it releases here in the United States. I have heard such wonderful things from my friends all over the world, but I'm still conflicted as to whether I should try the Blue Water, Pink Land, or maybe even the Purple Sky version of the Tamagotchi Paradise. I don't know. Please let me know what you think. Being at the Tamagotchi booth here at Sweet was such an incredible experience, and I just wanted to thank Tamagotchi US and of course Bandai for allowing this to happen. I also wanted to shout out the Toy Insider for a job well done. This year's Sweet was so much fun.
Okay.